Can you imagine waking up one morning like today, checking your bank account, and realizing that the same $100 you had yesterday is now worth less today? But wait, no one stole my money, right? So what happened? The price of everything from food and groceries to electricity and transportation is increasing at a fast pace. I am simply losing purchasing power every day, and without even realizing it, that is terrible for my personal finances.
This is inflation, newbie, the silent force that eats away at your wealth, shaping everything from your grocery bill to the value of your investments. But where does it come from? And more importantly, how can you protect yourself from it? To understand inflation, we first need to revisit interest rates, the cost of money itself. We've talked about how they influence the economy, but today we'll go deeper. Why does inflation spike when too much money is printed? Why do asset prices soar even when the economy struggles? And most importantly, how can you stay ahead in this game? Let's break it down simply, visually, and practically. Algo, can you help us here?
Yes, Bullix. Welcome to our deep dive into inflation. In a previous video, we have approached yields and interest rates. If we summarize the impact of interest rates, the value of $100 in 1 month is equal to $100 today, plus the accrued interest over the coming 1 month. In one video, we saw that interest rates are linked to economic development. In general, when an economy is expanding, interest rates are high. Inversely, when an economy is in recession, interest rates shall be low. Asset prices in the market follow the cost of cash, also known as the risk-free rate. The risk-free rate should be the basis of all interest rates.
Sure, Algo. But why can't we just print more money? What's the real problem with inflation?
Great question, Pumpy. Printing money isn't inherently bad, but it needs to be done carefully. The key is balance. Interest rates help regulate money creation. Ideally, the amount of money in circulation should align with future economic development. But when a government prints too much, the real cost of cash, also known as the real risk-free rate, gets distorted. People expect stable value, but instead, prices rise faster than anticipated.
If I got it well, when money printing outpaces real economic growth, we get inflation, especially in assets. If that's so, it's all about maintaining equilibrium, right?
Precisely, Pumpy. That's why central banks adjust interest rates to manage inflation and keep economies stable. Too much money, and prices spiral. Too little, and economies stagnate. Professor Trendz can explain that in details.
You're right, Algo. When major investors accumulate excess cash, they need to put it to work. This surplus liquidity typically flows into two key areas. First, in capital markets. This explains why Western stock indices continue to rise sharply, even during stagflation. The excess liquidity inflates asset prices despite weak economic growth. Second, in the real economy. As more money enters circulation, the money loses values and everyday prices increase. As more money circulates, everyday prices rise, a trend captured by the Consumer Price Index, CPI. This inflationary pressure is felt directly in our daily expenses. Recognizing these patterns is essential for understanding modern financial trends.
Thank you, Professor Trendz. Inflation is a complex yet crucial concept for achieving financial freedom. Understanding its mechanisms allows us to navigate economic cycles more effectively. We'll dive deeper into this topic in an upcoming video. Stay tuned.